Yeah. Yeah, I have nurses come to change it too. I have it every 10 to 12, 8 to 10 weeks. Sometimes it's 8. Well, they try to do it every 6 to 8 weeks, but they can't get the nurses out every 6 weeks, so they've changed it to 8 weeks. Doing my tube or my catheter, love. Hey Faith, lovely. 'Cause my catheter is draining alright, yeah. Oh yeah, you can see it draining, lovely. To make sure it's in the right place before I tape it, darling. Pardon my burp there too, guys. Sorry about that. It's draining. It's just a smaller tube, darling, so it takes longer. Hey, Carly and Lola. How are you? Winnie the Pooh, darling. Tape changes most certain time of the day. Glad you're good, lovely. Take this bit. That's where it actually is though. I love changing my tapes to get it all fresh and to actually freshen my skin up as well, which feels nice. No, it doesn't, love. It doesn't rub at all, luckily. Thank you. Honestly, like, I've had tubes for so many years, I don't feel them at all. I don't even feel they're there anymore, love, so yeah. I don't get sores. Sometimes I get sores on the inside of my nostril, but that's it. That's normally with thicker tubes. Or thinner ones that are made of a different material, if they're like really rigid tubes. But yeah, what do the different tubes do? This is an NG, this is an NJ. So this goes into my stomach and drains it. And the other one goes into my intestines. This is where I get my meds and my feed. So that's where I get all my nutrition and my medication, through this one, which is going to be running in a minute because I need to reconnect. But yeah, this one drains my stomach. I love Pooh Bear too. Winnie the Pooh. But yeah, so this one is draining continuously out of my stomach, and this one goes into the intestines, because my intestines are the only part that slightly work in my GI tract. Only slightly, unfortunately, but yeah. So my stomach is completely paralysed, so it doesn't work, which is why I need it draining. That's sweet, Jess. Love that. TPM worked for me? No. I was on it 5 years as a child, darling, and it's damaged my liver too much that I can never go back on it. So yes, the liver regenerates itself, but it hasn't to the point of basically the point that I would be allowed back on TPN. So I've already been on it in the past, lovely. That's why I just have IV fluids. Does it hurt? What do you mean, lovely? Does what hurt? Just having tubes in? Because no, they don't hurt being there. But my stomach always hurts. It's draining? No, lovely. It doesn't hurt at all. It gives relief, actually. So my stomach always hurts and it's always making me feel nauseous. I can't eat, so the draining is actually a relief, darling, because it relieves a little bit of nausea. I can drink, but I can't eat, so yeah. Do I have to go out? No, love, I'm not allowed to go out right now. I have gastroparesis, yes, severe gastroparesis. And I also have the start of intestinal failure. Which is what basically where your intestines become paralysed too. But mine's only at the start of my intestines. So that's why they placed my tubes a bit deeper down. Have you actually been diagnosed with gastroparesis, love? Because you say you think, but surely you'd know if you'd been diagnosed. I just need to put my fluids on, give me 1 sec. Keeping them because they're quite handy. Sorry, that probably sounded ruder than I meant it to. I didn't mean it to sound rude. Just curious, what do you mean? Just curious. What have you didn't say anything, lovely. Ali, there was no question there. Sorry, Ali, no question came through. So I can drink but not eat, but everything drains out, love. So I can drink thin fluids, but it all drains out, so yeah. So the fluid doesn't absorb and wouldn't absorb anyway because my stomach's completely paralysed. But no, I can't eat. Although I have touched bits of food sometimes, I'm advised not to. Obviously that's what they can do as advice, they can't stop me, but it's for my own good that I don't, so I've occasionally had little bits and very regretted it, so yeah. I'm feeling pretty naff right now, lovely, but I've just got a really sore tummy, but yeah. My carers do come in, yes, lovely. But it's in the middle of the night, it's 25 past midnight, so yeah. So I do have carers, yes, love. They come during the day, twice or 3 times a day, depending on which day. They don't come at night because they're not open at night. It depends on the hours as well. You go through now. No, love. Ali, it still has not gone through. No, lovely. I think it must be blocked. put in front of it, I am trying to say, and see if that changes it. Because sometimes that actually ridiculously helps it. It's just strange, but yeah. We've had to do that before, like, I have replied, but to this. Yeah. I have POTS, lovely. I feel you on that one, although my POTS is managed, but mostly because I'm not actually mobile, so yeah. Thank you, Sam, lovely, appreciated. No, I can't have them. I've had a Peg J in the past. It's not another option, love, so no. So I've had tubes nearly my whole life, lovely. So surgical tubes are not an option. I've had a Peg J in the past, like I say, and it did not work out well. So it's not an option again, unfortunately. Actually, no surgery is an option now, so yeah. It's not that high, lovely, to be fair. But yeah, could be, it could not be. Quite normal for an increase for some people, lovely in general, but yeah. It is kind of normal to have an increase when you stand, love. So that's not a massive increase, to be honest. Yes, it's 60 beats per minute increase, but it's not particularly high. Like, I'm not saying that horribly, it's just, yeah. Yeah, it is a high increase, that's what I'm saying, but it still can be normal for some people, actually. 30 beats per minute is normally the diagnostic criteria for POTS, yes. But sometimes it can be actually other heart issues as well, or other issues in general. But yeah, that's not crazily high, but yeah, no, I get what you're saying. Because yeah, it is normally 30 beats per minute or more is the category for POTS diagnosis, yeah. I'm just saying, like, sometimes some people get it and it's not POTS. The tilt table can come back completely fine. And when I used to be able to stand, mine would go from like 90 sitting to like 180 standing sometimes, or 80, 60 or 70 or 80, depending on the day, sitting, to literally 170 or 180 standing when it was uncontrolled. What triggers my seizures? I've got epilepsy, love. So yeah. Normally eating increases your pulse rate. Must have been tough. It was, but I physically can't stand anymore now anyway, love. But it just makes me pass out all the time, like it used to, which was why I was an ambulatory wheelchair user, but then became paralysed anyway. Triggers my seizures. Yes, I'm epileptic, love. I have epileptic and non-epileptic seizures. Obviously, non-epileptic seizures have a trigger. Epileptic seizures are literally just to do with the brain and the signals it's sending out at that time. So yeah, the electrical impulses that are coming out. So there's no particular trigger, love, for my epileptic ones. Some people find they do, but mostly I don't. But we haven't found any. Because yeah, like I say, mine is literally just the electrical impulses. Get all effed up. It's normally if I stop taking my medication for a certain amount of time, they get a lot worse. But yeah, in general, they are just bad at the moment. Well, they have been for the past couple of years. Sorry, love, was my feed pump. Check my sugars again, I think I'm dropping. Oh, we're dropping again. I have had an EEG, yeah. I've had an EEG, yes, I have epilepsy, darling. It goes through the night and through the day. My blood sugars are dropping. I do have epilepsy, darling. It's been diagnosed for the past kind of 4 or 5 years. I've had 3 EEGs and they've all picked up electrical impulses. No, lovely. Take a glucose now. Take one now before it gets too bad. Yeah, sorry, that's my low sugar alarm. I need to take glucose. Oh, evening, Carrie. Okay, guys, don't worry, it's just my blood sugars. I should be fine if I catch it early. They just drop so quickly. So Libra connects to my phone, yeah. Because insulin lowers blood sugars, not raises them. These are low, lovely. I'm not diabetic, so I don't need insulin. Insulin is there to lower sugars, darling. Thank you, Carrie, darling. It's caused by malnutrition, yeah. I'm treating it with glucose, yes, love. There's no long way of treating it. I've got prolonged malnutrition for years now. So literally, because my blood work is bad, but also just in general my pancreas don't work properly, I have to have, I get a lot of hypoglycemia episodes, so I have to have a lot of glucose to keep me going. And no, my feed doesn't hold my sugars, unfortunately. Because it's on such a high rate, such a low rate, I physically can't tolerate any more than what I already get in. So yeah, I don't finish the whole bottle in 24 hours. No, because my stomach doesn't work, so drinking anything is not going to help. Because it doesn't absorb love. I've got gastroparesis, and it would drain straight out anyway. But no, drinking doesn't help. I drink for pleasure, not for anything else. My only way of drinking is for taste and pleasure. That is it. Like, it's not for any benefit because it doesn't hydrate me, it doesn't stay in my system, and it doesn't absorb in my system. I've sorted it, lovely, don't worry. Thank you, though. They don't. They come out straight away into a bag. That's what this tube's for. It drains my stomach continuously. Otherwise, they would be there for the whole time, completely the whole time. They would stay in my stomach forever, love, and that's dangerous. My stomach does not move at all. It's completely paralysed. That's that draining out right now. Smoothies, no. Milkshakes I occasionally have, but it's literally not a proper milkshake, it's Nesquik. But milky drinks in general aren't good because milk curdles in my stomach. Shit. No, my medication goes into the one that bypasses my stomach. It goes directly into my intestines. My medication does. I'm going to have to pop off in a minute because I will show you my sugars, and they are not good. I'll show it briefly, but then I need to jump off because, quite frankly, this is my sugars right now. So that's too dangerous to stay like that, so I need to jump off. At 2.9. I don't know what to do. I'll see you guys later. Yeah.